I am really sorry about that, people. That button is right next to the enter button. Like, the stop recording button is right next to the enter button, so I accidentally hit it. Like, the slash button above enter is the button to the left of the slash button by the enter above it. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems of flat sheets of paper? The sand of frantic scrawling played twice on my ears. The room began to trickle, whatever that word is, crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I braced my pen. Oh, that's a story about you writing a poem. So what do you think? It was good. Huh. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be real powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of I can't fucking read. Epiphany. Epiphany. I had some kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. It's I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story. Your brain gets too fixed on the specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Yeah, that's kind of true. Just force yourself to get something done on a paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Alright, Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Can I read her mind all of a sudden? You really don't do it. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, sorry. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time really. Huh. I'm guessing the game is remembering from the past experiences from my old save. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers around the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoughtfully. Yeah, okay. This is for reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both of the styles have expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her Dim, Demiro totally change. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an exam expert. Of course, that's not something you have to be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example. And trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit based though. Based? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts, process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright. Ghost Under the Light. The tenderness of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. For the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. For the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of a future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the pressure of a present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I had such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like your poem. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was real descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Not at all. Damn, that's me. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy something easy to discuss, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed that part. point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poet often expresses their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, I'm sorry for yawning. The subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, celebrating the mic, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yuri was impressed too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoy it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Sorry. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri Nasuki. They generally exchange sheets. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. All they read in timid. I watch each of their expressions change. Nasuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nasuki dismissively retrieves a fucking goddammit phone. Nasuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I'd have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And did too. Oh, I forgot I don't have a name. So she didn't even mention my name. Did I forget to put my name in, or am I just stupid? Or did we just skip that entire process? I'm pretty sure we skipped it, but I don't know why I'm so fucking tired. It's only 8 o'clock. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. God damn it. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And like my poem too. Oh wait, we're talking about me. And liked my poem too, you know. He even told me it was impressive by it. He was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'd be deliberately going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs managed to grow a size bigger as soon as started showing up. Okay. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking! You... What a bitch. Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone on your mental age to comprehend. Okay, Sweater is fucking here. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can... I can't fucking read that word. And yes, I'm fucking ignoring what's going on in the background. I just realized you were sticking out more. con counterbalance your topic personally just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is hard to try. Oh, fuck. Sorry guys, gotta miss. Bye.